to the 141st installment of Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about my top 5 shooting guards in the NBA.
Tell him, Alejandro.
TA drinkers, 5. DWade. My man's just had a solid season, specifically in the playoffs for the Miami Heat. He showed he's not washed up. He showed that them knees are ready to age gracefully as opposed to, stay damaged. And I expect some good basketball to be played by DWade. He's not the athletic specimen he once was, but he is still crafty, has a high IQ, and he knows the game of basketball like the back of his hand. 4. Double D, aka DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, solid player for the Toronto Raptors. I believe in him. I want to see him take the next step, my G. I want to see if he can help elevate that team and really become a superstar. I don't think he can. I think that team needs more. But if they keep Double D around, I think they're going to have a bright future, my G. Who knows? With the Eastern Conference being as weak as it is, maybe the Toronto Raptors eventually will be able to slide into the NBA Finals. Double D has a solid midi. Can't really shoot threes, but his midi is wet. And he's a solid premier scorer in this league. So keep up the good work, Double D. Number 3, Beard, aka James Harden. This is a drop for James Harden. A while back, he was number 1. What got him dropped? His lack of leadership combined with his awful, atrocious perimeter defense. Defensively, he lacks a lot. It's like he's not even aware defensively. A lot of people make fun of him. You can see mad videos all over the place of him playing lackluster defense. And Mr. Alejandro is all about goon defense. If this man had some goon defense, he'd probably be number 1 because offensively, he's top notch, my G. He's a great ball handler, good passer, good scorer. However, he has some leadership issues. Some people say that he over dribbles and they don't enjoy playing with him because, he's not really looking to put his peoples on, put his teammates on. He only looking to be the star and shine. That could be one of the reasons why he left the Thunder. He had a good situation there. So, Beard, I expect you to get your leadership skills up. I don't want to hear people are unhappy to play alongside you. And I expect some goon defense, my G, or else you ain't never going to succeed in this league. Not to mention, them new sneakers you dropped, basura. Number 2, my man's butt, pause, aka Jimmy Butler. This is one of the LeBron James stoppers in the NBA, people. This man has goon defense written all over him. That's his game. The reason why he's currently number 2 and why he's not lower on the totem pole is because offensively, he's improving. And now the Chicago Bulls have made way for him to lead the team to success. You understand? We're going to see if Jimmy Butt got what it takes. But I know as far as defensively, he's got it all. Let's see what you got on O. And my number 1 shooting guard in the NBA today is the 80s Pornstar, aka Klay Thompson. He got a ratchet. He's wet like a mofo.
My gun splash brothers, I call them Curry and Klay.
This man, you cannot cheat off of him. You cannot sag off of him. If your hand's down, your man is down, B, because he will gun it. You know that this man is one of the best sharpshooters in the league, but as a scorer, he's improved. He can now score off the dribble. Gotta give him mad love. Back in the day, didn't believe in him, thought he was just a shooter, but he has showed he is definitely a basketball player. Not to mention, as wet as he is, as much as we have spoken about his jump shot, this man has goon defense in his arsenal. So you gotta be number 1 when you playing goon D. You got a ratchet and you got a Pornstar Beard. Give it up to Klay Thompson.
Shut up!
Here is a list of some noteworthy goons. We gotta start off with one of the best shooting guards to ever play in the NBA. My man's just retired. Let's give it up for Kobe Bryant, baby.
Well, I'm like Kobe at the surgery. All you know on that court, I'm the truth, and these other perjury.
First things first, is he better than LeBron? No, that's just my opinion. I think LeBron is better than him in every aspect of basketball. Some people will say Kobe Bryant's a better scorer than LeBron, but me personally, I can give you an argument where I think LeBron's a better scorer too, because he's somewhat more efficient. You understand? Kobe takes mad shots, and Kobe's going to take more shots farther from the hoop. You understand? Whereas LeBron's going to get closer to the hoop. Now, some people will say, well, who you want taking the last shot? I would probably want Kobe taking the last shot. However, this is why I always throw stats out, because a lot of stats can lie to you. See how I would take Kobe to take the last shot? Statistically, LeBron may look like a better shooter with the game on the line. So at the end of the day, I think LeBron's the better player than Kobe in several ways. I also think Jordan's a better player than Kobe in several ways. However, make sure y'all go check out some of the things that Kobe Bryant has ever done in this league. One-on-one, I think Kobe would carve LeBron up crazy because one-on-one is a different game as opposed to 5-on-5 organized basketball. As far as Kobe one-on-one with Jordan, I think that'd be a great bout because Kobe is a clone of Jordan. And I think out of 10, Kobe could definitely get 4, maybe 5, maybe even 6 wins on Jordan. Who knows? But overall, I do think Jordan's better than Kobe. And one-on-one, if they play 10 times, Jordan will probably show him who's the man. But shout out to my man, Kobe Bryant. I'm excited that, I could show some love to his career because this is one of my favorite players growing up, man. For real. When he was on, nobody I seen was better than him except for LeBron.
Shout out!
Next up, my man's Victor Oladipo. He puts in work. He puts in work. Now he's playing for the OKC Thunder. He'll be playing alongside my favorite player, the Energizer Bunny, Russell Westbrook. I'm expecting big things. Victor Oladipo has goon defense. He's no longer playing on a bad team now. He's playing with a good team. So Oladipo, put that work in, B. Next up, CJ McCollum. He impressed me this season. He's a player for the Portland Trail Blazers playing alongside Damian Lillard. They put some work in the playoffs, and I want to see if this backcourt can continue to blossom together. We got to talk about my man's Bradley Beal. He plays alongside John Wall. This is another lethal backcourt. I need to see Beal take the next step for real, man, because I feel like John Wall is a stud. Beal, you've been having, injury-riddled seasons here and there. You got to ratchet. I need to see some goon defense, and I need to see some heart, some motivation, some grit. I need to see you get at least to the second round in the playoffs. Real talk. Maybe even the conference finals. The East is weak. All you got to worry about is LeBron in the East. So, Beal, take that next step.
Step it up, son.
Want to shout out Devin Booker for the Phoenix Suns. Young cat from Kentucky. Just finished his rookie year. Solid year. A lot of cats is hyping him up. I want to see if he really is about that action like everybody is saying he is, or he's just a fluke. Now, I got my eyes on you. Gotta talk about Avery Bradley because he's one of the best goon defenders in the league. When you play goon defense the way that Avery Bradley plays goon defense, we always gonna show you love on Em Alejandro. Lock him up! We gotta shout out JJ Redick. He got one of the wettest ratchets in the league. Simple.
Shout out!
And last but not least, I gotta hype up my man's Brooklyn's finest, aka Lance Stephenson. He's on the down part of his career thus far. His stock has severely dropped. Nonetheless, he's still one of my favorite players. He is a player that when I watch play, I know that he's a menace. You understand? I love that. I want him on my team. You're always welcome to come play for the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks. There's always a spot on the roster for you. Because let's face it, we got mad bums on the roster. So we can find a spot for you. The goon defense is there when he wants to play it. And one thing about him is he's a competitor. I never forget how he went at LeBron James and showed that Lincoln Tech grit, baby. So shout out to Lance Stephenson. Try and get on the NBA team and try and coexist with everybody, my G, because you really can make this a good career. Don't let it go to waste. I believe in you. Yes. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's top 5 shooting guards in the NBA. Do y'all think the list was lit? Or do you think the list was whack? Tell them in the comments.
Tell him.
Tonight's leopard bow tie is brought to you by one of my bunnies. It's not a clip-on, but she still got dipped on. Tune in for more sports, cars, video game, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events, or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic. Tell them outro music. Woo! Bum, 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 bum. I said
It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Tell him your top 5. Gotta tell him your top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Mr. Alejandro's top 5. It's Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Mr. Alejandro's top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Top 5.